Okay, on to the
So
last.
our next recipe, we're going to kind of focus more, I guess, on that dessert, right? There's no summer barbecue grilling without a little bit of sweetness to top it off. And in line with what we were talking about earlier regarding how vegetables, fruit, beans, any of those plant-based foods, they're not at risk of causing carcinogens because there's no high-fat products in these foods in the same way that you'd find in meat, chicken, and fish, right? So, grilling your vegetables, those bean burgers, go ahead, have a blast. So for the next recipe, we're actually going to show something that maybe isn't as common to grill on the barbecue, but that is fruit. We're going to be looking at some grilled pineapple, and Jer is going to show us how to do it. So I know that he headed out to the barbecue. So we cannot hear you.
There we go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so we're back out on the barbecue, and we're making a really nice sort of grilled pineapple and coconut ice cream, or sort of frozen dessert. So we love grilling fruit on obviously the barbecue as well. It's a great way to sort of change the flavors a little bit, concentrate the flavors. We've done it before with watermelon. You can do it with peaches, plums, and then one of my favorite is using pineapple. So I don't know if you guys can see this here.
Yeah.
We put it over a little bit higher heat, so about a medium-high heat. Like Steph mentioned, you don't have to worry as much about creating those sort of those grill lines. So definitely go ahead and get some color. However, you don't want too much. The more color that you do get, like you don't want any brown or burnt bits, because that will make the fruit a little bitter. But a little bit of color, like we have here, is going to just make a world of difference. It's going to concentrate the flavors, make them super, super sweet, and really, really tasty in our dessert. So I'm going to bring this inside, and we'll take it from there.
So again, looking at the different fruit that we're making. Again, we want to switch it up. Have lots of color. Each color is a clue to the different phytonutrient that you'll be getting. And those phytonutrients are basically those compounds that protect cells against cancer formation. Okay, so they also have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Really important. It doesn't matter, marketers are really great at focusing on the berries and all their antioxidants, right? But we can't forget about the other fruits as well. So yellow, really great. Color has tons of things there as well. Switch it up, have it, different colors at different times. If you notice that, you're primarily having lots of red, blues, can you try to also incorporate some oranges and yellows? Again, right, like fruit, and the way that we're going to use it today is in a refreshing way, especially in these hot summer days.
Yes, awesome. Okay, so we have our grilled pineapple ready to go right over here. Delicious, super tasty on its own. It's a really nice treat. We want to make that frozen dessert. So in order to make the frozen dessert, we do need one ingredient that is frozen. So in this case, we do have some frozen banana that we're going to add, and that's going to give us that sort of creaminess, that really nice sort of ice creamy texture style. But you can also take that frozen pineapple and put that in the freezer as well, okay? And that's going to just amplify that texture. It's going to give you more of a firmer ice cream style texture versus maybe like a soft serve, okay? So we're going to go ahead and add that first. So I have some frozen banana. I did freeze a little bit of pineapple in advance. I'm also going to add some of this pineapple that I just grilled as well. Beautiful. Oh, it smells so good. I'm going to add a little pinch of cinnamon. Cinnamon and grilled pineapple are an incredible combination. So I'm going to add a little bit here, just like half a teaspoon in there. And cinnamon has this like weird kind of way of making things taste sweeter than they actually are. So I love it. That's going to go in. And then instead of milk, which we can definitely add milk, we can add water to this, any liquid, to boost up the flavor a little bit, we're going to add some coconut milk. Okay? And I'm going to just start off with half a cup. And if I need to add more, I'll add more later. The idea is that I don't want it to be too soft. If it is too soft, then I'll start to add a bit more of the frozen fruit, and that'll firm it up a little bit. And if it's not spinning at all, which means that there is not enough liquid, then I'll just add a little bit more of that coconut milk or even water just to help to loosen it up a little bit, okay? So frozen banana, frozen pineapple, coconut milk, and cinnamon, super simple. If you do want to make it a little bit sweeter, you can, I guess add maple syrup or honey, but the banana and the pineapple in here are already going to be super sweet, so I think you're probably going to be okay there. And that's it. We have a food processor here. It's got a wider base, which is great. You can definitely use a blender, but the ones with the wider base blenders are going to be the best for this. Okay, it's going to get kind of loud. Apologize. Turning well, and it has right now the consistency of like a soft serve ice cream, which is, super tasty, delicious on its own. I do want it a little bit firmer. So like I mentioned, what I can do to remedy that is just add a little bit more frozen fruit, okay? So I had some more frozen pineapple. I'm gonna put that in. Let it go again. Oh yeah. Beautiful. So we have this really nice sort of ice cream, maybe frozen yogurt consistency, super tasty. I'm sorry that you can't try it. You're gonna have to make it yourself, but this is going to be so tasty on its own. And again, if you do want it even a little firmer than this, you can just pop this in the freezer, this mixture in the freezer, and let it solidify for maybe another 10-15 minutes. But this is looking great. Maybe I'll put some of that grilled pineapple on top.
What I want to add here is that, looks delicious, Jer. When we're having like these frozen types of desserts, just to mention that obviously they melt and turn into liquid, right? Because they are primarily liquid-based, given the fact that we added in that coconut milk. So just to highlight here that it is counting as kind of your fluid throughout the day. And, especially again during these summer hot days, we want to make sure that we're well hydrated for a variety of reasons, to keep our energy levels up. Sometimes when you're dehydrated, you feel really tired. So just to note that, something like this, like ice cream or frozen yogurt, does count towards your fluid intake for the day. How does it taste, Jer?
Well, if you don't notice, I am dancing. This is my ice cream dance. It is delicious. And again, the banana and the pineapple alone provide just enough sweetness. And then grilling that pineapple, like I said, is going to just enhance that sweetness and concentrate that sweetness even more. So really nice technique, super tasty. That's our show.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us.
Yeah.
Apologize for some of the sound difficulties. We had a very noisy bird outside, but I think we did our first time
What real life online living is, right?
That's it.
Welcome
Exactly.
to our world.
We wanted to bring you to the outdoors, and we did it. So thank you again, everyone, for joining us. To mention again that we will be back for another show live stream in August.
Yes.
Third Thursday.
The third Thursday, which will be August 20th at
August
12
20th.
o'clock.
August 20th, 12 o'clock. Join us again. You can check out our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Elixir Kitchen, our website, www.elixirkitchen.ca. And it has like over 400 recipes on there, and we do organize them by meal type. We also have by side effect as well. So a little bit more information, more of the nutrition focus that Stephanie's curated and put together, you can check out there. And then if you have any questions, obviously reach out on our Twitter. These recipes here, I will be posting on the website, and they should be up by tomorrow or early next week. But if you want them sooner, then just email me, and I'll email you a document copy, okay?
Cool.
And we'll do that. Otherwise, thank you everyone for joining us.
And happy grilling.
Happy grilling.
Enjoy your summer.
Awesome.